everybody, it's your old friends at Monday Madness, and welcome to a brand new series from the channel here. Guys, welcome to Madness May Cry.
Woo!
I've
been waiting for this for so long.
Full disclosure, we had every intention of doing this months ago, but then something about a pandemic and a virus and self-isolation and shit like that kicked in. So this has been on the back burner for a while, but we've quite literally bitten the bullet, and we are going to start off this series with the game that inspired it, Adam, I think it's fair to say, or at least the series that inspired it.
Look, I know nothing about this game. You're gonna have to tell me yourself.
Yeah, about that. So yeah, this is Devil May Cry. This is the game that we are going to be, the game series that we're going to be watching through. I have played this first game myself, and myself and Adam are going to watch through this now, and he's going to critique me on my technique, no doubt, because this is my first exposure to the series.
I have to say, like, you're probably going to do this better than I did my first time.
Probably.
This is a hard game. And it's
delightful.
Beautiful.
Right then, I'm going to press play then. If you're ready to go, Adam.
Oh, you haven't pressed play?
I can catch up to you. Whereabouts are you?
1 hour 38 minutes in.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Adam! Normal speed playback.
Okay. That's a very good point. Okay, I'm ready to start again when you are.
Okay, great. I'll count us in. So 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
Oh my God, we are professional.
Aren't we good? Aren't we good?
So you may notice that we're playing this on the HD collection.
We did. No, you gifted this to me, thankfully. So it only seemed right that you couldn't physically get it back, that I had to make use of it at some point.
Well, to be fair, I have replaced it multiple times over with various collector's editions of Devil May Cry.
Yes, as you may have heard from the Top 100 series, Adam is quite a fan of this series. So I'm sure he'll pop in every now and then with a wee bit of trivia to enlighten you all, and indeed me on the context of this game, because
okay, shall we start?
Sure, why not?
Devil May Cry, fun fact, is a great game.
Fun fact 1. We'll have a counter for like
small fun fact counter at the bottom.
Yeah. Ding!
Oh, that's great. Ooh, what control setup are you using? Type A?
I don't think I even try. I think it was more to check for subtitles and shit like that. But yeah, here we go.
Okay, now pay attention, because there will be a quiz after this.
There was a war between the human world and the other, the underworld.
Now, why is it called the human world and the underworld? Shouldn't it be over and under?
I thought that too, but I suppose like maybe the human world kind of got there with the I suppose the branding first, and the underworld said, "Oh, we're cooler than them. Look at us, we're demons." I presume. I am being very presumptive there on the old underworld.
Sorry, I keep forgetting that Sparta does a drop kick randomly.
That's what I was about to say. It's just like, he was an ultimate soldier. He watched a lot of Japanese wrestling.
He was a major badass. And then here is our main female lead, Trish.
Yes.
What are you thinking about the graphics?
It's grand for the era that's in it. Like, I mean, I'm not judging the game on its graphics. I'll say that much, because it's a PS2 game. I'm not expecting much out of it. Like, you know, the bog standard.
And to be fair, this is one of the early PS2 games.
That's it. Yeah. So I'm not critiquing on that one. I will say there are certain times where the camera work is fantastic. But they're certain set pieces, let's say, that I thought were really, really impressive.
Whoa, slow down, babe.
But as I'm saying,
introduced to our hero.
Indeed, he's having a lovely time.
I loved it. Just the subtle things that are decorating his office: the empty fucking Jack Daniels bottles, the drum set in the corner.
You must
Yeah.
be the handyman who'll take any dirty job. Am I correct?
Whew. And nipples.
I actually missed that the first time around. I was too invested in the story.
20 years ago. The son of the legendary Dark Knight.
What is the story, Jonathan?
Mr. Dante.
You tell me, Adam. I played this. And still...
We don't have 5 hours.
We don't. My understanding of it is that Mr. Dante here is a bit of a, I suppose, a devil hunter for hire. You come in here, you come into his office. If you have basically got the right codes, if you like, he'll do the job for you. And he does seem to have. He's not just a normal human being. I think it's fair to say, going by the sequence here.
You didn't dodge that sword, Jonathan.
No, I was going to say like. I didn't see the quick time event come up, so unfortunately it didn't work out.
And you get hit with the motorbike.
Time to go to work, guys.
Lovely. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna be gushing over how over the top and Japanese these cutscenes are.
Even as a child.
Just the fact, like, well, this sword is still on my chest, but I can keep my balance. It's cool.
Yeah.
You were the first one.
My clouds are miraculously healed.
Looks like we're getting closer.
To be fair, that is a hell of a way to introduce your character, isn't it? Just like, yeah, he's had a bike thrown at him and he's been impaled, but he's around about it, you know. Really, he just wants more information.
What?
Fucking love this stuff. She removed her sunglasses. Now I can see she looks like my mother.
Yeah,
So
that was the whole
retarded.
point of this, wasn't it? Like the fact that like I presume Trish is a real person, but she's designed, as it were, to look like Dante's mother. Am I right in saying that?
Yep. Yeah. Well, Trisha is a demon, as if you can't tell that from the light
Yeah,
and
that was
powers.
evident. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to be throwing out some game-specific jargon.
Okay.
There are kind of hints here and there that Trish does have a devil trigger. However, in-game, and when you use the devil trigger while playing as Trish, all she does is get supercharged. She doesn't actually take demonic form.
Okay. Kind of
So
like a mild
the
devil
implication
trigger.
being that every demon, well, high-level demons can transform to have human form.
Mm.
Come on, let's go.
Similar to how Sparta has, if you unlock the Sparta costume, you see what he looks like as a human.
Yeah.
Suddenly you don't judge Eva as much for, fucking a giant bug man.
That's what to say is like, yeah.
Yeah.
So like I said, I did go into this game blind. So this is me actively trying to go like, what buttons are what?
Yeah, and there's you picking up the most useless item in every Devil May Cry game. The yellow orb, which if you use it to not continue, actually just cost you whatever items you used. You're better off not using the yellow orbs.
I learned that
are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? Oh,
I was
get
actually
on
trying
top
to
of that and
climb.
get a blue orb fragment.
I was about to say like that's what I was trying. I thought that was reachable, but then I convinced myself it was just scenery. I was like, pity.
Yeah, just in there.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of the story so far?
I would welcome it. No, I'm joking.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's a hot start.
It's
I'll
very
give you that.
sparse at the time.
Yeah, like the opening cutscenes is a good hook. It gets you go like, all right, interesting. It's
Super video game.
Yes, that's what it was. That's what kind of struck me. As I was like, oh yeah, this game knows it's a game. It's gonna have fun with itself. But yeah, so like I do spend like quite a lot just trying to get used to shit. But like I said, I do cut out the bulk of the wandering around trying to like figure out where to go next. And that was kind of my main issue with it.
I'm feeling so bad right now because I feel like you're a beaten dog, and every time you're playing, I criticize you to death. So you're justifying now. But dude, seriously, this is, as I say, there are no reasons for you to feel any shame if you get hurt or if you get shot in this game. It's a tough fucking game.
That was kind of my takeaway from it. Is like I couldn't tell if I was just being shit or the game was being an asshole half the time. I know in some aspects it was almost certainly being the asshole, but it was also me just going like I'm sure there is a very easy way around this. I've been 4 hours playing this now. I'm just being difficult. The game will not bow to my demands. I'm not happy about it. But yeah, it's
your first encounter with a red orb door as well.
Yes, indeed. I learned my lesson from that one.
Millenniums ago, there was a war between the human world and
hello, Aiden.
the underworld.
I think Aiden made it on. I was wondering why we suddenly jumped back 10 minutes.
Yeah. Hey, how about it? I think he's trying to
Aiden,
communicate.
if you go to 8:17.
Yeah. Hayden was here all this time, by the way, but he's trying to get his mic working, so he'll pop in with his with remarks whenever he can.
I like how you were going to say witty and then corrected yourself.
I just said remarks. I'll edit in the witty part after that.
Dude, oh yeah, you got it. I was about to see if you were gonna. It doesn't work on every ledge, Jonathan.
No, it does not.
The auto jump is not like that.
Oh yes, the fucking auto jump.
Yeah, platforming Devil May Cry games is a meme for a reason.
Jesus, yeah, not a lot.
Did you find the hidden cache in this area?
The hidden cache of like red orbs or the blue orb?
Red orbs.
I did think so. I can't remember now, to be honest.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, so if you want just to get the 45 red orbs, if you manage to parkour onto the tip of the spear, it will grant you them all. There's a nice statue of Mundus.
Yes, this is Mundus here, isn't it? Because it was the tree. I kind of like realized afterwards. Oh yeah, he sure has the three eyes. Yeah, that checks out.
I like how you're not inspecting anything. You're just so enamored with that game that you're not pressing buttons.
This is the, yeah, there's a cup.
Subtle.
Has a brick.
Nice, you got this.
Yeah.
See it? No, not just quite. Almost there. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, boy. And I will not tell you how long I was there in that fucking main area trying to get that blue orb fragment. I'll leave that to your imagination.
There's a timer at the end of the level.
Shit, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, because this is one of those games where like your rank is your time is a function of the rank, and also I think it's how much damage you take as well, right? That's another one.
Damage you take. This one here is mostly just time. There's also a style meter based on how well you do your combos in the later games, but this one here is mainly number of orbs you find and how long it takes you to get through it.
Gotcha.
One thing I will say is, you know how divinity statues work, right?
As in the glowy ones.
The gold statue with the hourglass, yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. It just at this part of the game I didn't know.
Yeah. No, I was just pointing out that there's one there that I've genuinely never noticed myself. Because at this part of the game, it's like, why would I don't have money to spend on it.
Yeah. But of course, you do come back to this area at some point, so it is there for a reason.
Nice.
And this is
you can inspect everything in this, by the way. If you look at the table, you'll see, oh, the residents of this castle used to eat here.
Mm-hmm.
You inspect the window, it goes, beautiful sunset, that sort of crap.
Yes, I should explain that. Like, yeah, I had like 2 playthroughs of this. So what we're seeing like in the first bit is like my first time around, where I am just trying to like get the controls and try and see like where's the action type deal. And then the second time around is where I actually do start looking more forensically around, and as I said, like looking at everything. But that stuff wasn't recorded. So you will notice there's a noticeable difference about an hour and a half in.
Nice. One thing I will say is that this game is very much classic Resident Evil style. You can tell from the fixed camera.
I was about to say the camera kind of gave it away there.
Basically inspect everything. That said, like Resident Evil with action game, never been done since.
Nope. No, and will never be done again.
They've set up. He knows what's going to happen.
Oh yeah. That's what was trying to get me shots in early.
I'm looking forward to this first combat, ladies and gentlemen. Not bad. That's fine. I think Aiden's talking.
I think he was trying to communicate, but his tech is conspiring against him at the moment, I'm afraid.
Nice.
But he is watching along, just to be clear.
Yeah, he's actually providing more input than usual.
If he wins Lion of the Year from this playthrough, there really is no justice.
I am going to be so salty.
Yes.
Considering Peter keeps winning the fucking presentation game without talking.
That was an absentee ballot.
Oh, God.
Oh. So yes, this is me now trying. Right, where do I go next? And camera.
So, I think this might be a nice place to introduce one of our first bits of trivia.
Yes,
So
please do.
originally Dante was he wasn't a demon hunter. He was going to be known as Tony Redgrave, the Death Cop.
Death
And
Cop.
he would basically solve crimes around demons.
Okay.
Sparta was reused as a character concept called the Duke. It was meant to be one of the antagonists.
Oh, okay. That's quite interesting.
No, it's not at all.
Riddle me this now is
oh.
like, because elements of the design must have been reused at some point. So is that explain the kind of the castle vibe and the
Oh yeah, the whole
wild gimmick like
thing. This Malay Island with the castle. This was all repurposed from what was meant to be the Resident Evil spin-off that it was designed to be. Just that when they noticed that it was taking on a life of its own and wasn't really horror anymore, they decided to make a new franchise.
Cool, because that's what I was trying to think, like, because in a way, like, the game kind of introduced, like, it's like, oh yeah, like, you guys know Malay Island. It's like, yes, we do know Malay Island. Play along. Hopefully no one will notice. So as you can see, I mastered the triangle button quite early on.
Mastered.
Yeah, let's go with that.
And so, did you realize at any point that if you delay your button inputs, you could execute different combos?
In my second playthrough, yes, it is. In this first round, it is just me just going triangle, 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 and then not letting the puppets move, basically.
Yeah, spamming triangle.
Yes.
If you use Ebony and Ivory, you can actually chain your combo and keep that cool meter going.
Dude,
loving this.
I say this must be fascinating for you as someone who's like been bed into this series for years. To see someone else now jumping into it, I say it must be quite interesting an experience.
Oh, it's so rare. I love that. You just cut the puppeteer strings.
Yes.
Move. They usually don't survive long enough to do that to me. It's not backhanded.
That's a humble brag. That's a humble brag.
No, it's not. As I say, I've played this game and its series for most of my adult life.
There is actually something really satisfying about cutting the puppets to shreds. It's actually quite nice.
Oh yeah, I love it. Now I'm the kind of guy that actually reads into the bestiaries in this game.
Yeah, because these actual puppets are called fetishes, aren't they? Those actual their like enemy name, I think.
Oh, there's the red one's the bloody marionette.
Yeah.
Ooh. Nice. You got him. Yeah, so a lot of these demons are like reused throughout the series. Sometimes they are actually just references to this game that you'll see them as.
Okay.
The marionette enemies are like purely this game. You never see them again. You see something similar in later games.
Yeah, because it's kind of tied into like the whole point of the castle as well. Like whoever was the master of the castle and shit like that. Like,
yeah, and I have to say, you're doing well to not realize that you have to backtrack. You're noticing locked doors.
Oh yes, believe me, I do cut out some portion of that. It's like going like
what?
Oh,
One
yeah,
thing I will say is if you had read the key.
Yeah, it would say that.
Yeah.
Again, these are
nice.
things
You're actually they're the kind of things that you should be doing as well as jumping on walls that have different weird camera angles. So that's where the secrets lie.
Yeah, I was doing stuff like that initially because as I said, like it was that type of deal where like you don't think of it initially, and then you're like, oh wait, no, that makes more sense because you start realizing what type of game this actually is, and it's like, oh yeah, no, of course it'll have little hidey holes. Why wouldn't it? You know?
Of course, this is the Raccoon Police Department.
Yes, I recognize that staircase anywhere.
You know the staircase.